Well, g'day and welcome to Jojo Moto. As you can see behind me, the KTM 300 is back in the shed. It's not in the condition that I wanted it to be back in the shed. It's still not running right, but at least it's back in the shed. So today's going to be a super raw little video, just taking you through a little update on what's happening with the old girl. So let's check it out. Alright, so here she is in all her glory. What we're going to do to start with is we're going to take it for a little test ride and see what is going on, and we'll have a little chat as well while we're doing that and also after it. So anyway, let's jump into helmet mode and check it out. Alright, first time being on the old girl in 9 months, 10 months, I don't even know. It's been a very long time, so let's get her out in the paddock and see what happens. So I started it in the shed just before, and I don't know, it seemed like it was alright, very smoky and whatever, but it actually seemed like it was running okay. Anyway, let's just see what happens, huh? Jeez, who cut this track in? Straight away you can hear it's all sorts of boggy and tingy and nope, that is not running well at all, not at all. I've just done so much to try and get this right, and it's definitely not right. What was that all about? What just happened then? Now it's not right. Jeez, it just lit up like it was good to go. I know what that was. I think that was that running out of fuel, because they've just got a tiny bit of fuel in here that was, you know, just trying to get fresh fuel in, see if that was an issue. And I didn't have it on reserve, so reserve's down there. I don't know if you guys can see that all right, but reserve's down there sort of thing. So as it was running out of fuel, then it ran great. So I've got a theory about that we'll chat about soon as well. So let's just get it back up in the shed, I think. How's the clutch drag? The clutch drag is real. The clutch hardly works at all. That's all she's got. Let's sit down and have a little chat about it, hey? If you're not keen to find out what's going on with the bike, see you later on the next video where there'll be proper riding and everything, but this one's just going to be a little update on the old girl. So yeah, hang around if you want to hear what's going on. Alright, so here's the story. You guys saw when I was riding, I don't know, you know, like I said, about 10 months ago, I think it was, just had the bike fixed from the knocking noise, which was the engine mount bolt, which was awesome that I got that sorted, but then it presented with this problem on the first ride, first test ride sort of thing after fixing it. Anyway, I've worked on it for a month or two, you know, just trying everything that I could, getting suggestions from people, doing all sorts of stuff that I thought would fix it. Then I sort of gave up. I went, I've done, you know, everything that I can do. I'm not a bike mechanic as much as I'd like to think I am. So off it went to the amazing people down at DJ Motorcycles, Daryl and Joel. So thank you, Daryl and Joel. You've just been absolutely fantastic through this whole process. It went down there. They narrowed it down, possibly the stator, brought it back, did the stator. I don't know if there's any footage of that, but anyway, there might be a video. I can't remember. Put a new stator in it, and it didn't fix the problem, so took it back down to them. Unfortunately the stator didn't work. Let's keep going, and they've had the bike for maybe 6 months or so now, I think it is, since the stator, since fitting the new stator. So they said they're not going to charge me for anything. They're just going to slowly work through it when they've got time, and you know, Daryl's just put hour after hour after hour into this bike trying to get it sold for me, and nothing has worked. So today I went down there and we worked together on it. We swapped over the coil, we swapped over the CDI unit, the wiring loom. He's done the carb, the reed block, you know, just everything related to fuel and spark. And it seems to be coming down to spark. It seems like it's got a bit of a weak spark there. So again, we've tried everything related to spark that we can think of to do it. And he's obviously, you know, he's running a business there, and he's just worried that I pick up the bike, I take it to somewhere else, and they find the problem straight away, which is granted. I understand that 100%. It's not a good feeling for him letting the bike go today, not fixed. But it was just time, you know. I just had to get the bike back home and you know, start to sort a few things myself. So I've got I've got new reed pedals to go in it. I've got a new air filter cage and just little bits and pieces that they've fixed along the way, and that they've sort of picked up. So I'm going to fix up those things myself. And one of the main things that they did as well, you know, he pulled the side cover off and found that one of the main seals was leaking a bit. You know, when you pressurize the bottom end, there was air coming out the bottom end there. So he replaced that seal, and unfortunately that didn't fix it, you know. So he has just tried everything down there, and they've just been so amazing with you know, their patience and whatever, just kicking on with the bike. So anyway, I'm going to do a few things to it, and then who knows, I guess it's going to go off to another bike shop if I still can't fix the problem. So unfortunately, no 300 for a little while longer. I'm thinking about borrowing our friend Mr. Luke's bike, not our brother Mr. Luke. Our friend Mr. Luke has a KTM 200, which you guys have seen many times years ago. I'm thinking about borrowing that for a little bit, so at least I've got a bike to ride, because Mr. Luke is riding, and he's got a new mate that's riding, and there's a big story to go with that one as well. But that's kind of it for today, guys. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no massive riding in this video. The next 3 or 4 videos is some great riding footage to come at you guys. But today was just a little update because I'm stoked. The bike is back, it's home, and I'm really excited about that. It's just that it's not running right, but at least it's here, and I can do a few little bits and pieces to it, so it's good to have it home. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys support me in every single way, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So I really do appreciate your support. The Buy Me a Beer Patreon supporters, you know, you guys are helping me pay for keeping the content rolling for you guys, you know, as I've always done, 1 video a week for the last 5 to 10 years now. So there's hundreds and hundreds of videos out there. But yeah, I'll keep that content coming, even if it means borrowing bikes and doing all sorts of different videos. But yeah. Thank you guys very much for coming along today, at least hanging out for a little bit. Apologies that it's such a raw little simple vid, nothing major, no huge riding, but like I said, a couple of great riding vids coming up, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hit the subscribe, share it with your friends, do all the other social media stuff, and next week we'll be riding, so I'll see you on that video. And I hope that turned out alright, that volume and everything. KTM chair. It looks brighter than my future, isn't it? I'm surprised it's a KTM chair and it hasn't broken. Everything else KTM I've got is broken. Oh, we joke, but I cry on the inside. Good times. See ya.